Welcome back to the PCC Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about a very common theme that I see with so many of you, and that is I don't have time. I don't have time to prioritize myself, prioritize my health. I'm so busy, I have so much going on. And today we're going to really challenge that with, do you not have time, or do you not have a plan that actually fits your life? But before we get into the episode, remember that we do have a giveaway going on, and it is almost time to choose our winner. So our giveaway is a $100 gift card giveaway of choice. So if you would like $100 for free for 2 seconds of your effort, all you have to do is go to Apple Podcasts and leave a rating and review for our show. So go ahead to our Apple Podcast page, 5-star rating, write a review, and we will select one winner at random to be able to see who will win a $100 gift card of their choice. Okay, that is it. Let's get into the episode. So, do you feel like you don't have time, right? And the reality is you probably do have a super busy and full schedule and full life. You probably do have a packed calendar, but that doesn't mean that you don't have opportunities for smart habit design, for having something that actually fits your life in a way that is strategic rather than overhauling. So, the biggest thing that I think most of you women who listen to my podcast and tend to resonate with me and my story and our mission here is that you have had a relationship with health and fitness that has looked like having to drop everything in your life to be healthy and fit. And more than likely, the times in your life where you were your most in shape were probably high school, college, or very early adulthood before responsibilities started packing on. And now it's a struggle to figure out how to be fit again because your reference point was a time in your life where you didn't have as much going on. You didn't have the career demand that you do now. Maybe you didn't have the dog or the kids that you do now. Maybe you don't have the extracurriculars, the social events, the friend group and circle that you have now, the relationship that you have now, and all the things that need you to pour into them. And so health and fitness has just become something on the back burner because you don't know how to do it without being all or nothing, right? And so the mindset shift that we need to make here is all or nothing to flexible wins. So what does that mean? It means taking your fitness journey from something that you need to fully dedicate to. And I say that with like a slight eye roll because fitness was never meant to be something that you make your life. Like literally, unless you are trying to follow my trajectory in my life to become a fitness coach and do this for a living, then there is no reason why other things in your life have to suffer as a result of your health and fitness. Now, the change here that's uncomfortable is that it might not look how you envision it to look or want it to look based on your favorite influencer or a past time in your life where you had it all together, because your life just might not look like that ever again. And I think there's a certain romanticization to that of we want to feel that freedom again, to have that time back. We're nostalgic for that time in our life. And two things can be true at the same time, right? We can feel that way, but also be realistic about what is our life right now and what might concessions around what your health and fitness looks like right now need to be. Now, by no means does that mean you can't get as fit, fitter, healthier, or more happy with yourself and your physique than you have been in the past. And in fact, most of the women that we work with are just mind blown at what 30-minute workouts can do a couple times per week, at what micro habits can do for them, and what their bodies can look like when they really do commit to the micro habits and minimum effective doses. So what is a micro habit? A micro habit is something that is not something that takes a ton of time, but is intentional and moves the needle. So for example, this could be as simple as drinking our water, getting 10 minutes of a walk in per day, getting little tiny bouts of exercise in throughout the day. We call these exercise snacks, or a 20 to 30 minute workout instead of an hour. And maybe it's from home instead of at the gym, but you do it anyways because you're committed to that higher version of yourself. And minimum effective doses, recognizing that it doesn't take 6 days in the week, an hour per day in the gym to see progress. And in fact, it takes far less, especially when you haven't been training the way that you would like to, and you're struggling to see your body budge and you have a lot of stress on your plate. You need a smaller dose of exercise. When it comes to nutrition, you don't need to eat the 200 grams of protein that random internet coach gave you 10 years ago. You need to incorporate protein with each meal, not overhaul your family's dinner, and just add a protein source and a vegetable to it to make it more balanced. And we have such a rigid expectation of what health looks like because of social media, because of the diet industry, because of our upbringings, that it's really hard for us to grasp how balanced that this could be. But for the ones that do, it's life-changing. And so the first thing that I would encourage you to do, if you feel like you don't have time, is a time audit. And yes, this is effort. It will take a little bit of effort to see the results that you want to see. But this is effort that gives you time back. So a time audit is cataloging your entire day. And the reason why this works is because, number one, we are so go, go, go that we are not present with our day. We just do and do and do and do, and the day flies by, and then we're like, what did I do all day? And we don't realize that there are windows in there that we could be spending more productively. So, for example, on our commute, TV time, scroll breaks, what we're doing before bed to take care of ourselves, and catalog your day and pay attention to every task switch that you do. And when you really commit to this, you will find, number one, that the time that you catalog is the most productive time that you will ever have. Because when you start doing a time study, you're like, oh my gosh, I was just about to get distracted. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get back to my task. And I promise you, it'll be the most productive day of work that you've ever had. But it'll also show you hidden windows of time that you didn't know that you had, right? And then in those windows, those very, very small windows of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, can we do a stretch, a 20-minute workout, throw some meal prep shortcuts in there, and combine things that we love with the things that we need to do, like family time with movement, dinner time with enjoying time with our kids, right? And I think the biggest thing here too is just remembering the mindset aspect of saying, I don't have time. It's incredibly limiting. And I have an episode on language and the importance of it. Let's see. Episode 98 is all about the power of your language and why it is so important to take ownership and responsibility over that. And this is going to be an offshoot of that here. When you say, I don't have time, you're burning it into your brain. Number one, that you don't have time. And number two, that nothing can change, that it's fixed. And so I don't, is outsourcing your power externally. It's saying something else is getting in the way of me having my time and having control of my time. So instead of that, and this is going to be really challenging for some of you, choose to say this instead. I am choosing not to make time. I'm choosing not to audit my time. I'm choosing not to see if there's an alternative by saying that I don't have time. And when you say that, it doesn't feel good, right? It's like I'm not choosing myself. And it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be, I'm choosing not to look deeper into the problem. And then that's the next step, right? Is look deeper into the problem. Get curious instead of jumping to conclusions and saying I don't have time, and do the time audit and just see. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Prove me wrong. I would love to be wrong. But if I'm not, and you find windows of time, then change your language to I have chosen not to put time towards this. And now I'm choosing differently. Here's what I will do. And I will use this 5-minute window to go on a short walk instead of scroll, right? And so I really hope that this gives you a new perspective on time and what it takes to see results. I've been coaching for over 10 years now, in person and online, almost 10 years online exclusively. And I have seen so many women see great results with less workouts than you've ever seen, less mental stress on nutrition than you've ever seen, eating out, traveling, tracking, not tracking, all of the above. It's possible truly just if you do one thing and commit to not limiting yourself with "I don't have time" and choosing to look for the opportunity. So this week, my action plan for you, what I want you to do if you feel like you resonate with this. Number 1, subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you get more of this. You need these reminders, right? Number 2, audit your time. Find the windows and choose one thing that you can do to put into that window where you're scrolling, where you're procrastinating, where things are not as efficient as they could be, and prioritize yourself rather than someone else in the place of that. And watch your life transform, truly. So let me know if you guys liked this episode. I hope that these were important reminders for you. As always, we'll keep the information for myself and PCC in the show notes. And as always, I know your attention is the most valuable resource that you can give us. So thank you for listening, and we hope to see you back here next week.